This is what I get for petting the cat, not paying attention. Good morning, beloveds. I don't know. Let me get my thoughts in order, because they're not working yet. I struggled to go to bed last night. My own issue, because I normally get up and go to the gym, and I just happened to be up when he texted me and said, "Hey, I got to cancel." Okay. So then the question is, do I get up and do a home workout? Because, I've got a couple of those, which I did text him and say, "Hey, can you send me a home workout?" Which he did. And then I decided, no, you know what? My partner never gets to sleep in. Never. Because the one day I choose to sleep in, and it's only until 7:30, he gets up and goes to the grocery store. Again, his choice, but it's what he chooses to do. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to turn the alarms off and sleep in. So it was after 8 when both of us got out of bed this morning. So I'm a little bit behind, but yeah, it's okay. Having a lazy morning. I also realized this morning when I got up that I had forgotten to finish uploading. I downloaded it and set it to upload on YouTube, but I never published it. The chapter in Borg that I read yesterday. So I was like, yeah, let me do that, just in case people decide they want to listen to it before I get around to doing it. So, and I'm debating on whether or not, depending on what else I choose to do today, I may go ahead and read another chapter of Borg. I see that Dante has decided to make a cameo for you. So, are you going to show him your eyes? You going to show him those beautiful blue eyes? No, you're not. Okay, that's okay. I also wish that you could hear this magnificent. Look, he's got a very quiet purr, but it's very nice. It's very nice. Yes, you are a beautiful baby, aren't you? And a sweet boy. Okay. No, he's just over a year old now. And I keep picking up the Borg book. It's not the book I'm doing now. I'm doing a new design for living. So let's do the housekeeping really quickly. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact email, info@creativelife.org. I'll get you one email a week, tells you what's going on for the week and the month. The hot links are hot, so click here now means it. And it is a blind CC. Nobody will see your email. You won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. And then I'll mention the social medias merely from the standpoint of we do not monetize them. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead is to go like, subscribe, follow, based on which platform it is, and then engage with the individual post by reacting to the post. I don't know why I said recording the post. That doesn't make any sense, right? Reacting to the post, commenting on the post, sharing the post. It bumps us in the algorithms. More people see our stuff, and let's be honest, whole point of social media. So we think we have good tools to share. We hope you agree. And that is a free and easy way that you can support the center. Okay. A New Design for Living was one of the last books that Ernest Holmes put out. It was put out towards the end of his career. And this is the process of science and mind. That is exactly what it is. He is pretty much telling you step by step, this is how we do this. And why? Which is what science of mind is. I like to say science of mind isn't a religion, okay? We don't tell you what to believe. We tell you how. And that was a point that Marcus Borg made yesterday, but he didn't make it the way I do, the way I was taught. He said first-hand religion and second-hand religion, okay, is what his point is. I say religion and spirituality. Because the difference between religion and spirituality is religion is about other people's experiences of the divine. Spirituality is about your experiences of the divine. So in religion, they tell you what to believe. We don't do that. We tell you how, so that you can go and have your own experiences, which is spirituality. So, And that's the important thing. It's one of the reasons why he said what he said. He was talking about Ecclesiastics yesterday. Well, okay, so I was reading Israel's wisdom. So that's Proverbs, Psalms, Ecclesiastics, and Job, the wisdom literature. And that's what he said about Ecclesiastics. And I guess I'd never considered Ecclesiastics that way. Job, yes, I've looked into Job, but not Ecclesiastic. And he said the writer of that, he believes that the writer actually had to have had a divine experience based on the way he was writing. I was like, okay, I can buy that. So, but that's science of mind. So this book is that process. It is how and why it's important. It's important to engage with the divine yourself, not just to depend on other people to do it, because it will make your life richer and ideally better. So, all right, the sun keeps coming and going, so we will definitely be using the light and the glasses today. It's going to be partly cloudy today. All right, we are going to finish up the chapter 12, a look at the future. The last article is things to come. So, just open up my highlighter and things to come. Such a concept of immortality can bring about a vast change in our consciousness. For a while, we neither condone nor praise our own mistakes or those of others. We see that there is a flexibility in nature, that everything is in a process of growth and evolution towards the greater possibility. And that even the pain or suffering of our mistakes will cease when our lives are reordered to conform more nearly with the eternal divine nature and pattern which already exists within us and within all things. Which reminds me much of Amit Goswami and his 5 bodies, because he calls the bliss body, that's the body that God knows, that's our blueprint, which is the whole point of spiritual practice, is we go into spiritual practice, go into divine timing, go look at the blueprint, and then bring the blueprint back here. So, the ultimate future, which, by the way, has that statement has a question mark after it, the ultimate future, its place in our thought and action today. Immortality is not some divine far-off event, but an ever-present reality. We can never experience it more than we permit ourselves to experience today. We can't wait for it. We have it now. The ability to experience spiritual reality can be acquired only now, never later. By the same token, the future, immediate or ultimate, is being born in us today. What it holds, what it means to us, is up to us in the way that we think and the way that we act. The nature of things to come is based on the design for living we establish today. We have to be certain that the new design is founded on the best we know, the best we can imagine, and in the closest possible conformity to with our inner awareness of the nature of God. Then will our fears be allayed, and then will we be able to live each day with that joy and happiness that flows from the eternal, which is good and knows no otherness. Today we should accept all life, not just a part. Accept it without fear of the past, the present, or the future. There is always today this glorious moment of experience No, let me try that again. There is always today. This glorious moment to experience more of what we are, God in us, as us. Well, that's a heck of a way to end the chapter. I was in Philosophy Friday, we were talking about focusing. It's a therapy technique. And then Reverend Larry, the next week, so the first week, Connie actually did it, talked about the technique and where it came from, how to actually do it. It was really interesting. And then the next week, because Reverend Larry is also familiar with focusing, he did a presentation on how we can use it in Science of Mind. And he added a couple of steps, or maybe now I've got the 2 weeks confused. So forgive me, Larry and Connie, if you're watching this. It's relaxing in the 5 steps of treatment. Yeah, I think this was Larry's part. He added 2 steps to treatment. Relaxing before realization, and then the last R was, well, now I can't remember what it was, but it was joyful expectation. So, and that's kind of what it reminded me of here. To live our life, we can relax into it and then live it with joyful expectation, which I think is really, really interesting. And a good way to do it, once you release your treatment into the divine law, then joyfully expect it, revel in that, the knowledge that what you have treated for is coming. Even if you don't see any signs of it all, you joyfully expect it. Because I can't think of a better way to live than in joyful expectancy. And that's what he says here. This glorious moment to experience more of what we are. What else what else are we doing here? Other than expressing God. All right, let's see what his little wrap up is. In no respect need we be concerned about the future. We may determine for ourselves what it will be. Life is not against us, and tomorrow can be good only if we align ourselves with its nature. Immortality is a principle inherent in the universe. No one earns it, and no one can deprive themselves of it. Everyone is on the same road leading to the same endless destiny. Each is as immortal now as they ever can be, and to live up to the full meaning of this concept is the ever-present challenge. That is what he talked about. All in that chapter. You're never going to be any more immortal than you already are. And there's nothing you can do about it. That's one of those karma things. It's like, have the day you deserve. Have the day you deserve. And based on how people react to that, it tells you a lot about how they feel. Well, same thing here. You're never going to be, there's nothing you can do about your immortality. And there's nothing anybody else can do about it either. You are exactly as immortal today as you will be tomorrow, as you were yesterday. And nothing that you do is going to change that. So you might as well enjoy the ride. Right? And by aligning with the nature of God, the nature of good, the nature of the ultimate reality, it'll make the ride a little less bumpy. It'll make the ride a little smoother. It'll make the ride a little more fun. So that is a look to the future. So tomorrow we will start with successful living. That's the next chapter. All right, beloveds. So I'm going to move on into the process of my day and simply remind you that Reverend David should be on around sometime today. Who knows when? I will see about doing a chapter of the, going ahead and getting into the Christian Testament Borg. We'll see. And but it's Sunday, so we will have an amazing service for you in an hour and 45 minutes. Oh, and Danielle is speaking today, so this should be really good because she's always an amazing speaker. I always enjoy what she has to say. So you definitely want to look out for that. Which reminds me, I need to go do that Instagram post. So please feel free to join us in person. We are also going to do an Ostara celebration after service around 12:30. So if you're in the area, please feel free to stop by for that. There was something else, but whatever else it was, I don't know. So here we are. If you're watching this after 11 on Facebook, roll up a video. If you're watching this on YouTube, hop over to the Creative Life Spiritual YouTube channel, Creative Life Spiritual Center YouTube channel, and see what we were talking about that day. All right, beloveds, take care of yourself. Oh, you know what? I forgot my favorite part. I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, wondrous day, fantastic day, magical day, an enchanted day, wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day. A, take care of yourself day. A, go dance in the sunshine day. A, spend some time outside day. And eat something amazing day. A, do what you got to do day. A, cuddle your fur babies day. A, open your windows if the weather permits day. Get some fresh air day. A, go be with your community day. A, do something just for yourself day. A, let's get ready for next week day. A good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, an absolutely beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. And, as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godly. Explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be. Because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. All right. Now, Reverend David will be on. I'll be back around 9:15 tomorrow. And we will have an amazing service for you. Drink plenty of water, and I will see you next time.